today, we're actually going to be going into the tunnels underneath the prison to do some indoor air quality and mold sampling tests. This is important for a couple of reasons. The first reason is that people from the general public do go down into these tunnels, so we want to make sure that the air is safe for them down there. And secondly, because Fremantle Prison is a heritage site, we want to make sure that the structure of the site and the tunnels underneath it are kept intact in the best condition possible for generations to come. Okay, so here are some of the equipment that we're going to be taking down there with us today. We're going to be doing a range of tests across this equipment. Starting with these ones in here, which is our general Iaq Kit. We have our Q-Track, which tests for CO, CO2, temperature and humidity. We then have the light meter, which will be not so much used down in the tunnels when there isn't a lot of light, but that's how we test how much light is in the area. And then finally we have the dust track, which measures particles PM10, so basically just whether there's any dust or particulates in the area down there. So the other tests that we're going to be doing today, which are a little bit more obscure and are outside of the normal indoor air quality scope, are the ones that we're using for these. So basically this is the MAS 100. It's an airborne microbial tester. The air comes through, it brings in the microbes, and then we send that away to the lab and they tell us what's in the air and around. It also does the same for bacteria and stuff. So this one is the Tiger. It measures VOCs, which are volatile organic compounds such as acetone or benzene. And finally, to make sure that the environment that we're going down into is safe, we have the Confined Spaces Monitor, which measures carbon monoxide, explosive gases, and oxygen in the area. So far we've just been making our way through the dry areas of the tunnel, just doing the same air quality measurements that I introduced you to before. At the moment we've just stopped, we're taking another measurement, we're doing all of these, and at the moment I'm just working on taking an airborne sample for mould and bacteria in the area.
So we've got some little mushrooms here growing out of the wood, and we'll get an identification on those later in the lab. But what we have found is the wood is breaking. You can see it's sort of got a square pattern on it, and that's quite distinctive of certain kinds of rot. So that's quite interesting to find down here. So this is stuff we don't normally see. We've got a lot of fungal growth here coming down through the wood. All these little old bracket fungi coming out.
So we've just finished our investigation of the tunnels under Fremantle Prison. We've taken a bunch of different kinds of samples as well as measuring the air quality. We've got some air microbial plates, which I don't have on me right now. We've got some swabs of surfaces that we've taken and a couple of specific wood and fungi samples. So what we're going to do now is we're going to send them to the lab. The lab's going to assess what they are, tell us what they are, and we will write up a report for Fremantle Prison.